Hello, my name is Jose Miguel Moreno. This is my experience with self-directed learning. I chose to be certified as a Microsoft Innovative Educator offered by the Microsoft Educator Center. I chose this certification because in my workplace we have adopted the Microsoft Office suite, and for the most part I work exclusively with Microsoft Office applications. I'm pretty familiar with most Microsoft Office applications and use them on a daily basis, but I also wanted to expand my knowledge and refine my skill set of these applications to further aid the students I work with. It's important to me to have a good understanding of Microsoft Suite because the students have the same access, so I can teach them and guide them to fully utilize this great resource for their academic journey. The lessons learned in the Microsoft Innovative Educator certification were Windows 10 for Education, create authentic assessments with Microsoft Forms, structure teams through channels, tabs, files, and apps, and lastly, get started with OneNote. Each of these modules range from 45 minutes to an hour in duration, then broken down into several lessons that were 2 to 7 minutes each. Each module would provide a knowledge check, which is a short assessment of the provided content. The modules would then wrap up with a summary of information that was shared. My first lesson was Windows 10 for Education. This lesson showed the fundamentals of the Windows 10 operating software for educational settings, as well as showcasing Microsoft Edge web browser. Learning objectives in this module included the following: navigate the Windows 10 environment to utilize apps for learning and productivity. Use collaboration and creativity tools that are part of the Windows 10 or Microsoft Office 365. Use Edge to improve reading comprehension and interact with content. And lastly, set up and manage a class set of devices. The next lesson was create authentic assessments with Microsoft Forms. This module featured how to use Forms as an assessment tool in education. Learning objectives in this module included the following: create formative and summative assessments with Microsoft Forms, explain how to share or duplicate Microsoft Forms to collaborate with colleagues, and lastly, use auto-grading, manual grading, branching, and equation options to streamline the assessment process. The next lesson was structure teams through channels, tabs, files, and apps. This module explained Microsoft Teams as the main hub for an online class, group projects, and work teams, to name a few of the uses. Learning objectives in this module included the following: determine the ideal structure for each team, understand how to create and share new teams, and lastly, explain how to customize teams with tabs like apps. The last lesson that I did was get started with OneNote. This module included learning the fundamentals of OneNote and the various helpful settings to use in education. Learning objectives in this module included the following: create a personal notebook, create, add, and share pages and content, identify how to organize OneNote effectively and quickly, find materials within notebooks, and lastly, manage a range of notebook settings. With going through this certification, I now feel more confident in doing my assigned duties and tasks at work. I will be able to speak more confidently in presentations about Microsoft Office applications, Office 365, and Windows 10 to my students. Furthermore, I will be able to more confidently assist colleagues whenever they require help with any of the Microsoft applications so they can be better and achieve more in their work. This will ultimately benefit our workplace, our organization, and our students, instilling in them the necessary skills and resources to be successful in their educational goals. Thank you.